Hi everyone. In this video, I want to show you some ideas for using Classkick for listen and draw activities. I absolutely love listen and draw activities because it's a great way for you to see immediate understanding of what you're saying when you're giving the students comprehensible input. So one of my favorite activities that you can see here is called Listen and Draw a Monster. And this can be as simple or as complex if you want. And a lot of times for upper level students, what I'll do is I'll have them do a listen and draw a monster. I will tell them what to draw, and then I will have them create their own listen and draw for another student to do. They'll turn it into me, and then I will post their listen and draws to other students. So the first way to start out with this is just to do exactly what it sounds like. Describe to the students what you want them to draw. Now, when I am checking student work, you can, this is my screen here, but you can go in and check student work. So you can click the View Work tab, and then you'll see all of your students listed here, and you'll be able to see their work either in real time if you're teaching a live class, or you'll be able to see their work that they've done after they've finished. They can go in here at any time and work on this assignment. They can also help each other with the assignment. So there's a setting in here. I don't use it very often, but there's a setting in here for students to work together. Okay, so here's our listen and draw a monster. And I have this in English. Now, again, all of these examples that I have in here for you, they're not language specific. I put them in English just because a lot of you already, can either adapt these activities very easily. I want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to understand what the activity is, and this can be done for any language. So let's get started. So basically what I'll start out doing is I will say, today we're going to draw a monster. My monster has 3 heads. 1 blue head, 1 green head, and 1 purple head. So what they would do is they would draw what I had said. So my monster has 3 heads, 1 green head, 1 blue head, and 1 purple head. Okay, so there's my 3 heads. They can draw whatever they want. My monster has 2 horns on each head. The horns are all orange. Okay, so they're going to draw orange horns on each head. Okay, my monster has 3 necks. And you can do very, very generic. You could say, the one neck is yellow, one neck is pink, and one neck is purple. Or you could say on the green head, the neck is yellow. On the blue head, the neck is pink. And on the purple head, the neck is light blue. Okay. My monster has 1 big, fat, round body, okay? Or you could say, my monster has a circle for a body, just depending on how proficient your students are and how much language you want to give them. So my monster has 1 big, fat, round, red body, okay? So you get the point here. You have them draw a monster. And then, like I said, for upper level students, you can actually extend this so that they create their own draw a monster. The next activity that I have for listen and respond, or listen and draw, is listen and draw called phrases amusantes, also called silly sentences. So for this, what I'll do is I will say something silly, or just have them draw something. So I will say, the frog eats pizza. The frog eats pizza. And so then the students would go in and they would draw, And it doesn't have to, I always tell my students, it doesn't have to be, you know, super, super fancy. The frog eats pizza, pepperoni pizza, and then it goes into his mouth. Okay, the frog eats pizza. If the students are reading, they're not pre-readers anymore, they're reading, I might say, I might write it. Okay, I might say it and write it. All right. But what I'm looking for here is that the students are demonstrating a part of the sentence. I might say, and these get really, really silly. And then I'll see students who have really awesome pictures, and I'll share the pictures. I'll ask them, can I share your picture with the class? And then I'll share their pictures with the class if we're in a live class. The other thing that this, that I call phrase amusante, but it's not exactly, it's just like, I want you to draw, we're learning certain vocabulary, like Bob loves, I always use the name Bob and Steve. My students think that's funny. Bob loves math. So I might draw, you know, this guy, and I might show that his name is Bob, and I will put like this, and then, okay, Bob loves math. So there is a way this did not draw onto this screen. Hold on just a second. Let me erase this. Let's see. I'm going to refresh the page here because it didn't show my whole picture. I'll refresh the page. All right, now let's see. It did not do it again. Okay, Bob loves math. Well, basically the whole picture is a bunch of hearts, and then Bob loves math. Okay, and it had like the math symbols with it. All right, so the next one that we do is listen and draw what I say. Listen and draw what I say. So listen and draw what I say. There's a couple of different things. So if we're practicing vocabulary, so I might say to them, "Oh, Bob," or so I have a pencil case, and in it I have 3 pencils, and the pencils. So I have a pencil case, and in it I have 3 pencils, and I have, okay, so I have a pencil case, and my pencil case is red, and in the pencil case I have 3 pencils, and those pencils are blue and green and yellow, for example. Okay, so I'm gonna have, then they're gonna draw, for example, a blue pencil, a green pencil, and a yellow pencil. You know, and again, this doesn't have to be, you know, super fancy. All right. So I have 3 pencils and a red pencil case. Okay, so you basically just tell them to draw whatever on their screen and you can see it. The other way that you can do this, and you can make this as complicated, or sorry, not complicated, but complex, or as simple as you want. The other thing is you might say, write your name in the middle of the page. Okay. All right. Then draw a star in the upper right-hand corner. Draw a red star. I made it red. Draw a purple heart in the bottom left-hand corner. You know, anything like that you could write. You could also have them, you could also do kind of like a card talk type thing where you say, what did you have for breakfast this morning? And they would draw, for example, I'm drawing in purple, croissant. So they write down what they had for breakfast this morning, jus d'orange, you know, whatever they had. And then what they can do is they can go in and they can do a voice recording, and they can say, ce matin, j'ai mangé un croissant et j'ai bu un jus d'orange. Or they can, this morning I had a croissant and a glass of orange juice. So you can actually add a component of them speaking with the recording feature. And right now I'm writing on my iPad. So this is my iPad. Sorry, I got a text message in there. This is my iPad. Okay, so they can do this on the computer. They can do this on an iPad. I'm a Chromebook, any type of device that they have, because this is web-based. I'm currently writing with my Apple Pencil. They can write with their finger. They can use their mouse. It's very accessible. The key here is when you're doing this to make sure that you have a video of you speaking, or you do a voice recording of what you want them to do. It doesn't necessarily need to be a video, but it does need to be some kind of oral recording that they can hear. Now, if they're in upper levels, you could do written instructions instead of oral instructions, or you could do a combination of written and oral. So that is how we use Classkick to do our listen and draw activities. Again, if you have any questions or want any further information about how to do this, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'm always happy to be of help. Thanks so much.